Bradley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The race is on for playoff spots, and you look now at how things are shaping up in the NFC. These teams battling for the best possible seeds as we head toward Wild Card Weekend. Should be an exciting finish to the regular season. It's the Lions going up against the Giants. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
The second-year man from Nebraska, it's Ameer Abdullah. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. All right, let's get a peek at these starters here in the Golden Child. Golden, take.
Love his versatility because you can use him anywhere in your offense, and he's an excellent kick returner. Loves to play the game, plays with passion.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now the 4th-year punter from Appalachian State, that's Sam Martin on to kick. Back deep is Dwayne Harris here. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. As they run the counter play. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Croy Bierman making the tackle. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. It's caught, Shepard. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they give this time to the tailback. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that run was what a lot of people called an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Give them 13 on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Giants first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Here we go now.
In motion, left Shepard. Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On the run, Abdullah. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Jonathan Hankins is a run-stuffing defensive tackle. He creates a pile-up with each and every snap.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. On second down, here's Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Harris now to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Time running out here on the play clock.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
Lawrence Timmons comes from a long line of productive Florida State players. And when I say productive, I usually mean spectacular.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come out here in the I. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. Touchdown, Giants! Tyler Ervin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out now come the Lions. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On first down, Abdullah. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw on second down is Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now it's Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored them.
Now the ball comes loose, but I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Dumps it off for Irvin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Golden Tate, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Here we go. Green,
in motion, left Shepard. And on the ground they go with the running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. In motion, left Shepard. Now Bortles on the bootleg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
12 yards to go on third down.
Left, eight. Here we go, easy.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green,
They'll
90.
bring a receiver in motion left. Bortles now on first down. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marcus Wheaton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Here's Stafford now on second down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Fresh set of downs here. On first down, it's Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A second down run for Abdullah. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And Tate's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Tough day.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And now out come the Giants. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Now we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
There goes Sterling Shepard. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Green, 90.
In his own end zone, it's Bortles. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. A good pickup there at 22.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
The play clock's running down. They come out here in the eye. Here's a give to the fullback. That's Johnson. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Going to sneak it. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Here we go. Green, ace.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. To throw is Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it'll be 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Lions are going to have a first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Third down, 15 yards still needed. Third and long, it's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now they try the right side here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Ace! Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
And they'll run it here. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Third and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? No gain on the play. And what to do now on fourth and goal? Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. Bortles will keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Blake Bortles, his third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So they're going to go for 2. Bortles is going to throw for it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. A little 360. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On third down, Abdullah. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Now it's Stafford. And Tate's got it. Give him 18 yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
Here we go. Go 20. Hurry.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Penalty marker is down here. And oh, this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
On the ball, on the ball. Here we go.
On first and 10, Stafford. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On second and 10, under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And able to find Graham, complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Stafford now on second down. And Ebron's got it. Touchdown, Lions. Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Ready, blue, 45, left,
Bortles now on first down. Dumps it off for Irvin. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And Bortles going to sneak it. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Wheaton with a catch right side. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 57 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
3rd and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. Losing 6 yards there to bring up fourth.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball at the 1-yard line before you suffer that big loss.
Yeah, you think of losing any yardage from the one is bad. To go that far back, that's a disaster.
And I think the play calling sequence that maybe the OC had in his head, that's got to change on the fly now.
Has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon Hall. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Bortles going to look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go.
Now Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I'll tell you what, partner, you learn a lot in every game. But when you win a close one, maybe you get to determine a little bit more about the guts of your team if you're the head coach.
It gives you much more than a snapshot now, doesn't it? You get to see the full picture of who your team is, and especially individuals, and how they handle pressure situations.
And then moving forward, you have the confidence that late in a close game, hey, we've been here before. We've done this. We've won this game.
There's a comfort zone that exists now. So instead of them pressing in those situations, now there's an air of confidence and calm, and then you just watch them go out and execute.
So for the Giants, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Lions, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.